What's up, y'all? So, as some of y'all may know, Jackie O, they had the funeral for Jackie O on Saturday, this past Saturday, and a lot of people had something to say about the speech that DC YoungFly gave, as well as her father, in which we'll be talking about in this video. I know I'm late to the party, guys, but actually, I did not want to do any commentary on this video because the reason being, I felt as if it was really not my place to judge from the outside looking in. We don't know a person's heart, only God knows a person's heart. So I felt like it really wasn't my place to say whether or not he loved his girl, whether or not he meant the speech from his heart, or whether or not he's a real child of God. I just felt like that wasn't my place to say. So I am going to give some commentary on what I think about this speech, but I'm going to try to hold back from really judging. But again, I'm going to actually watch the video with you guys and I'm going to give my thoughts on the video, on the speech, without really trying to give any type of harsh judgments. If you guys get what I'm saying, the Bible tells us if we're going to judge with a righteous judgment and not with a worldly judgment or not with the fleshly judgment or what I call a harsh judgment. So I'm going to try to avoid doing that. Okay. All right, so we're going to start by watching DC Young Fly's speech, and I'm going to be pausing and give you guys my thoughts as we watch the video.
If you read, I like that Genesis teach you first about Joseph before they break it off into any other story, because if you're paying attention, Joseph is getting hit constantly with obstacle and obstacle and obstacle and obstacle. And if you really read deeper and you understand Joseph.
Let me just say real quick, shout out to this YouTuber whose video I decided to use because it was really hard to find a video out there that didn't interrupt the video and didn't have a lot of already harsh judgment or commentary on top of the video.
Then Joseph ain't never said, "Why me, God?" And if you're a firm believer, then you know God got, his hands on you, then you know we're gonna be straight. And that's one thing I know, that we gonna be.
One thing I did notice that in his speech, he's not looking at the audience, he's looking directly at her, which I think that's beautiful and very personal. The fact that he's not just making a speech to the audience, to everybody else, is as if he's talking to everybody else, but he's speaking to her as well.
Understand? No, no. But I don't lead by. And sometimes life hits you with a curveball, but that's for anybody out here that's going through something, man. So you got to stick it through, man. You know, I don't really care for the applause. You got to stick it through no matter what you're going through in life, man, because somebody always going through something worse than you. And guess what? We here today, but somebody going through burying 3-4 folks at the same time. Understand what she did and her input and what she did on this earth, man. Like, they praying. I'm talking about a young age. I don't even know what Nana be saying, but she praying. And I sit here and tell you, anybody, man, if you're going through with anybody, man, just problem is really small. Problem is really small, man. You always want to have a good relationship with any and everybody. Don't matter what's going on in life, just make sure the relationship is good. You get what I'm saying? And if for those who know me, they know I got a great spirit. I be smiling and I give support and I try to uplift you in all type of ways, just because I feel good when other people feel good around. So when I really be saying I be taking energy from people, I be dead serious. If you happy, I'm over there soaking up the energy. And if you bad, I'm going this way. But that's just how I am, because I know as a human being, I won't be able to deal with none of y'all. As a human being. But since I know God got me, I'm willing to put up with y'all.
Well, I know a lot of people made comments about the fact that he really spoke more about himself and his relationship with God and how he's going to deal with this versus really speaking about her as a person, as a mother, as a girlfriend, as a businesswoman. And I just say that I think that he decided to really touch on what he touched on because he knew a lot of people know him more so than her. And he know that the world had been praying for him and the world had been reaching out and, leaving a bunch of comments. So it seems to me that he's really, it's not that he's being selfish or he's being a narcissist by talking about himself, but it seems to me that he's actually addressing everybody and pretty much letting everybody know, like, I know you guys are concerned about my mental health or about my well-being, but I want to let you guys know how strong my faith is and the fact that I'm okay and I'll be okay. That is what I'm taking away from this so far.
And if we gotta be the example, if we got to be the example for everybody else, or for anybody that's going through something, I'm here to tell you, man, look, y'all was probably feeling for us, swearing that we ain't know what he was gonna do, his mind gone crazy. Listen, man, I've been dealing with trauma all my life, man.
Okay, so that's what I was just saying, and he pretty much confirmed what I was just saying. I think this is the reason why he making this particular speech because he noted that everybody in the world was pretty much concerned for him after this incident. So it seems like that's why he decided to speak on what he's speaking on.
It just so happened this is new to me because I never had a rib to leave. But I'm here to tell you as a firm believer, man, God makes no mistakes. Don't question nothing. Don't even question what we going through. Because we're going to go through it and get through it, because my God is going to give us the strength to get through it. You dig what I'm saying? But most importantly, that this entire family needs is prayer. Pray for us, man. Send good energy our way. This ain't hard, but it sure ain't easy. Dig what I'm saying? Because it ain't. It ain't. And for those who see me, y'all know I pray a lot. Because life is real. And if I didn't pray a lot, I wouldn't be able to deal with it. But I'm sitting here strong, and chin up, chest out there. I'm straight. My kids, we good. Because like I said, we led by the spirit and not by the flesh. Are we hurt? Yes. We're human. We got emotions. My children know God is real. Ain't that right, baby? Don't you know that? Don't you know we God fearing? Ain't mama with us? Ain't we gonna keep going? Know that. And I want everybody in here, if you don't take nothing from today, man, I don't care whatever you going through in life, listen, man. Find your relationship with God. She had a beautiful soul. She was a great mother. I'm talking about super great mother. Super great mother. Super great mother. And we're going to continue that. We're going to continue that love. And if y'all ain't in that book, get in that book. Read Genesis. Understand the life of Joseph. Joseph going to teach you some things. Because it don't matter wherever Joseph laid his feet, God made him in charge.
I love the fact that he used Joseph in the Bible as an example, because those that's familiar with the story of Joseph was sold, basically sold off into slavery, sold by his brothers, and God allowed him to be in charge and to be a king. So I love the fact that he used that, because that was pretty much letting the world know, no matter what you go through, no matter what it looked like, no matter what people do to you, God is still in charge of your destiny. So I like the fact that he used that as an example.
And Jack, you know I love you, girl. You you know. But we here, baby. We here. Like you said, it looks feel like a dream. Feel like a feel like a fairy tale. But hey man, this ain't no fairy tale. And if Joseph didn't complain, I won't either. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And I seen every post. I seen every message. Even though I ain't had the energy to text back, but look, that kept me up too. Just knowing that y'all knew I was God fearing and y'all seen that early. So I say, so y'all be paying attention then. So you know it ain't me. And if you know I had God before, you think, what? What you think now?
Definitely shows his faith. Definitely shows that this man has some great faith and a lot of strength to even stand here and get his speech.
So when you see me, please understand, man. When you see me, please understand that it's not me. I don't have the energy or strength to deal with none of you. When you see me, when the smile is on my face and I'm kicking it and I'm happy, the higher power granted me the strength to continue to keep going. I love you, Jack. These kids are beautiful, man. God granted us strength to have 3. I was trying to have 7 more.
I know a lot of people had something to say about him cracking that joke, but to me, that's in DC Young Fly fashion to crack a joke. And I understand that it's a funeral, and it's, a lot of people might say, well, it's not the proper time or place for him to crack a joke like that. But at the same time, you have to understand this is, trials and tribulations is what comedians use for material, and also help get through these and laughter is what they use to help get through these trying times. And you guys can't actually say that you've never been to a funeral or memorial service and someone got up and spoke, and they may have said a memory, or they may have said something about a special time that they had with the deceased, and it may have been funny, or they may have cracked a joke. And because remember, guys, these are memorial services, these are homegoing services, but at the same time, this is a celebration of life.
She gonna beat me up for that one. But I love you, girl. And I want our kids to understand that you had a beautiful soul. And you didn't leave us. You in heaven. Your spirit is with us. You're still here. And we got an amazing support system. We got a beautiful support system. Cause they came out. Love you.
If you guys want to watch this video in full, the link will be below in the description. Okay, so now we're going to get to Jackie O's dad, who also had a speech that everybody had something to say about this speech. Okay, and so I'm going to be watching this speech for the first time with you guys and give you guys my commentary on his speech.
Did you know that humans have 3 brains? You have a brain in your head, you have a brain in your heart, and you have a brain in your stomach. I know it sounds strange, but it's true. Look at that. See if it's true. Look it up. I don't know nothing about it. But there are a lot of things.
Okay, it's funny how this YouTuber is putting up words on the screen. This is not me. This is a YouTuber video we share and putting up words on the screen. But I think he spoke for the both of us when he used these captions, these words.
that have been going on in the world. And I think it's about this race stuff. And I like to tell the world this day, the master teacher, his name is Minister X, peace be upon him.
Did he just say race stuff? Because that's very off to me, because Jackie O did not die due to racism or a race hate crime. So I'm really confused as to what race have to do with this, but let me keep listening.
Says that Adam and Eve were not black people. Adam and Eve were not white people. Let's look, if you will, go with me back in your mind to Genesis chapter 1 at verse 26. I don't know nothing about the Bible, but it reads, Yah says, let us.
He said, I don't know nothing about the Bible. Clearly, you don't. But he said, but it reads. So I'm real skeptical about anybody quoting scriptures that plainly say they don't know anything about the Bible.
Make man in our image, after our likeness. And he used the dirt, and the dirt is brown, to make Adam. Now, I don't know if you guys know anything about science, but on your DNA strand, all that is a series of information, and it can't produce anything other than what's on that information. That's science. If Adam and Eve were two black people, everybody on the planet would be black. If Adam and Eve were two white people, everybody on the planet would be white. Where did these white people come from?
What in the world is he talking about? What in the world is he talking about? Okay, I had to go back and make sure I actually pulled up the video of her funeral. This is indeed her funeral. I don't know why he made her funeral about whether or not Adam and Eve was black and white, about racism. And if you also look, it made me think, is this why he got on a white suit with a black scarf, and why he have one white glove on? What is this whole, what is he talking about? What is he doing with this whole black and white thing? Let's finish listening, y'all. Maybe I'm tripping. Let's finish listening.
Where do black people come from? Go with me. Yes, Adam used, or Yah used the dirt. The dirt is brown. Adam had hair.
Clearly, that's the reason why he have on one glove, because he's describing Adam with the hand that doesn't have the glove on, and I'm assuming he's going to describe Eve with the hand that has the glove on.
Hair, wool, brown eyes, and brown skin. What did he use to make Eve? That's Genesis chapter 2, verse 21. He took her rib, or Adam's rib. Okay. Eve, her ribs are pinkish. Eve was a white woman. If you're looking at the material, unless God is a racist, he wouldn't have changed the material. And he took it.
It's the captions in the video for me. Again, those are not my captions. It's from the YouTuber video we sharing, but I think they speak for all of us. When they say, child, what are you talking about? What are you talking? Why did you find that it was necessary to speak on this at your daughter's funeral and not talk about the relationship that you had with your daughter or Jackie O upbringing? Because it was mentioned before that she grew up with only one parent, and you basically raised your daughter alone. So I'm not understanding, why didn't he speak about that? And what is he trying to get at with this whole speech right here?
From Adam's rib. Ribs are curved.
Okay, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and stop right there. I think that was what everybody was pretty much pointing out when it comes to the father's speech. If you guys want to watch the father full speech, you can search for it on YouTube somewhere. It was really hard for me to kind of find both of these speeches without some type of commentary or something added on top. And also I noticed that YouTube has censored a lot of videos when it comes to the speech and things like that. So if you guys get to my video and you notice that DC Young Fly speech is muted, then it's not me. It's actually YouTube. And I know I'm late to the party, so mine's might actually get muted as well as other YouTubers. But like I said, you can go on Instagram and you can probably find a speech in its entirety. But I'm not going to play either one of them in its entirety. My only feedback is that I do feel like DC Young Fly speech was heartfelt. I do feel that he spoke exactly from the heart. Maybe not so much as to how he felt about his woman. Well, he did mention that she was an awesome mother. He did make mention of that, but as far as their relationship, what type of woman she was, he really didn't touch on that. And I think the reason why was because he wanted to really address the world and let everybody know, those who were concerned about him, and let everybody know that him and his children gonna be all right. This is a tough time, but it's not hard, but it's not easy as well. But he have the faith of Joseph, and I think that that was a really good message to put out there. Now, as far as the dad, I just think the dad is off. Okay, I just think he is totally off, and I think that he have a little 5 minutes of fame or some airtime, and he decided to speak on what he wanted to speak on during that 5 minutes. And unfortunately, it wasn't about his daughter. He made it more so about him and his own beliefs of Adam and Eve, his own religious beliefs, and I have no idea what they have to do with his daughter. Still, nobody cares about that. We don't care about the fact that Jackie O was biracial. We don't care about the fact that you got with her mother, who was a white woman. Like, nobody cares about that. We only wanted to hear about Jackie O as a child, her upbringing and things like that. So I just think the father was really off, and that's the reason why I just went on to end the video, because yeah, it wasn't nothing to keep watching. Okay, because from my understanding, it didn't get any better than that. All right, but anyway, you guys, I just want to go ahead and throw my 2 cents in and let you guys know what I felt about the funeral. That's my only thoughts on it. But anyway, don't forget to like this video and comment below and let me know what you think. All right, you guys, I'm out.